Three things I can't live without. Definitely water, definitely food, and definitely people. I need people.
Your hands on my thighs, got tears in my eyes. How the hell, why am I here with you? Let my heart decide to my own demise. I'll always end up with you. Quarter past over you, dreams are becoming known to you. Trying to wake up, but you got me fucked up. I'm hooked on your strain.
Oh my god. Hi, my name is Jordan and I am an alien from Mars. I am a person. So yeah, two things can exist at once. I am a multidisciplinary artist. I am a media personality. I am an activist. I am the love of your life.
How the hell, why am I here with you? Let my heart decide to my own demise. I'll always end up with you.
The one story that I think is quite annoying for me is that a lot of people seem to think that I'm like this horrible person and that I'm just like mean and out to get people and I'm just rough and all of these things, but I don't think that I am. I think for myself, I think maybe I can be short, I can be straight to the point, I can be, you know, precise with the way that I feel about things and I let people know. And I think that the difference between me and someone else is that I am a woman. I am someone who is perceived to be a certain way, and I think when people see a woman, they expect you to be soft, to be kind, to be, you know, kind of self-sacrificing. But I think if you looked at a man, and a man who was kind of straight to the point and, you know, very blunt, people would say, oh, he's a boss. Oh, he has his shit together. Oh, he knows what he wants. But I think when it's a woman, people are like, she's a bitch. She thinks she's better than everyone. She thinks this, she thinks that, you know? But why is there a double standard? And then I think that extends into my second one, which is because I'm someone who's part of the LGBTQI+ community, I definitely feel like people are, I guess, expectant of me to be a certain way, you know? So there's two layers to it. There's like this layer where it's like they expect me to be nice, they expect me to be self-sacrificing, and then on top of that it's like, okay, now because of this, people kind of expect me to be, you know, clean, cookie cutter clean, you know, like fit into certain boxes, be a certain way, you know. When I feel like the fact that I am like outside of the norm allows me to be able to be whoever I want to be and explore that and allow myself to reach into different areas of what Jordan can be, you know?
Your hands on my thighs, got tears in my eyes. How the hell, why am I here with you? Let my heart decide to my own demise. I'll always end up with you. Quarter past over you, dreams are becoming known to you. Trying to wake up, but you got me fucked up. I'm hooked on your strain. Your sentence clogged my brain. I'm so consumed by you. Love got me confused. Now I'm all up in my feelings. Boy, you really got me fiending. Wish it wasn't you I'm needing. I feel like you're a fool. Now I'm all up in my feelings. Boy, you really got me fiending. Wish it wasn't you I'm needing. But I'm in love with you. Your hands on my thighs, got tears in my eyes. How the hell, why am I here with you? Let my heart decide to my own demise. I'll always end up with you.
I think some stereotypes that are put on feminism, that feminists are angry. Feminists want women to all work. There should be no equal, like no I mean, there should be equal rights, but women should all want to work, all want to have a job, all want to be independent. And I think these are truly stereotypes, because I think feminism is something that allows for women to be able to choose whatever path that they want to go along. It allows for women to choose whoever they want to be without the hand of patriarchy interfering with their identities. So I think a lot of people confuse the idea of freedom with wanting to make women be, like, I guess, martyrs for their identity. And then another stereotype is that feminists don't want to be married, or they don't want to be in love, or that feminists hate men. I don't think feminists hate men. I think that feminism is just highlighting how the arms of patriarchy interfere with society at every level. I think that once you recognize that patriarchy affects both men and women, you will see that feminism is not against men. Feminism is anti-patriarchy. Patriarchy is a system that excludes women and puts men at the top of the system, which in turn also affects other men who don't fall into what is considered the ideal man, you know? So I think when you just take the time to unpack feminism, take the time to read, take the time to learn more about what feminism is, you'll learn that a lot of the stereotypes are just what is being paraded, and I guess people are putting it out more on social media, but it's not, a lot of the times it's not what people think it is.
Would you consider yourself a feminist? And if yes, why? And if no, why?
I'm definitely a feminist.
I'm just full of jokes, guys. If you don't know by now, get with the program. Okay, so we have the next artist. I don't like to introduce people because I feel like as human beings, we're taught to introduce ourselves, right?
For me, maybe it's not so funny, but there was a time when I was going through a lot. I felt very restricted. I felt very much stuck in my identity. I felt like I could not move forward. I felt like I always had to do things for other people. I always had to be a certain way for other people to be able to like me, or to, you know, want to be around me. So I guess I got into a position where I was very self-destructive, doing a lot of things that I wish I wouldn't have been doing, you know, and I think that was all just because I was a people pleaser, and I was someone who was dying just to be accepted, or just to, you know, be normal. So I think out of that, there was a moment where I was, you know, kind of in a weird space, and I remember one night I was being dropped off outside of my house, and I was left there at my gate, and I was about to enter my gate, and this man came running from behind me with a knife, and he was asking for my phone, and basically we got into a little bit of like not a fight, but I was defending myself because this man wanted to take my phone. I got stabbed on my knee and on my hands, and I remember at that time there was a story about some like taxi driver who was found with two decapitated heads in his car. And so for me, I just remember that experience being kind of like an awakening. It kind of felt like I literally could have died. Like my life flashed before my eyes. I know how corny that sounds, but it really felt like my life flashed before my eyes, and I had to kind of reclaim my time, reclaiming my time. I kind of had to reclaim my time and decide for myself, like, what do I want for myself moving forward? Like, if I had died in that moment, would I have been happy with who I was up until that moment? So I think the lesson within all of that, that long-winded story, is just to live in every single moment. Take every single moment like it's your last. Live with no regrets. I guess wake up every single day imagining that something like that could happen and you could die, because I know how dark that is, but death is inevitable. It's a part of our life cycle as human beings. So if you are able to just take every moment, carpe diem, seize the day, be present, enjoy every moment. I know a lot of us young people, we kind of get anxious and we get stuck on what's coming next, what's coming next, what's coming next. And after a certain amount of time, a lot of our youth has passed us because we're so focused on what am I gonna be when I'm older? How am I gonna, you know, instead of just enjoying our youth and enjoying the people we have in our lives, enjoying the love that we have, you know, enjoying the space that we're in. So yeah, I think just seize the moment, seize the day.
You got me fucked up. One thought of you and then I'm dressed up. Stressed out, thinking I'm the best now. Got me craving to feel a little flesh now. One thing about you, got me sitting here thinking about that other time. And then another time, fuck, get up on my mind. I'm at the bar, trying to get another round. You probably thinking that it's you, you out of luck. I'm on my best now, I got a tense now. It's time to flex now, trying to get lit, on to the next now.
Your hands on my thighs, got tears in my eyes. How the hell, why am I here with you? Let my heart decide to my own demise. I'll always end up with you.
I like anarchy because, I don't know, I love chaos. I don't think I've ever been someone who liked order. I think yes, order can be great in certain scenarios, but I don't think that like it functions well in a human setting. I think humans are naturally chaotic. Nature is naturally chaotic, but within the chaos there's also order. So I think anarchy for me resonates with me because I think that it just makes more sense than someone or people being in a different position of power than another person, you know. Naturally, we are all not equal, but we all, I guess, start from the same place, which is not alive, and then we become alive, and then, you know, life goes on. But my desire for anarchy in this world is, it comes from a place of seeing the way that the systems that have been created aren't working. They worked for maybe 2 minutes and then they stop working. The world is falling apart. Countries are at war, you know, free Palestine. Yeah, people are fighting just because of these structures. So, yeah. The younger version of myself needs to know that you don't have to be liked by everyone, but at the same time, that doesn't give you an excuse to be an asshole. You know what I mean? Like, I think people don't have to like you because not everyone is going to like you. Some people are generally just going to be triggered by your existence, generally just going to see you and not like you because of who you are, what you represent, where you stand in society, your skin color, your gender, the way you do your hair, the way you dress, you know, certain things like that. So I think when you are constructing your idea of yourself, do it for you, you know, don't do it because you're worried about how people will perceive you. I think also another thing for my younger self and for other girls is, do not center men when you are building your identity. Do not center how men will consume you or how men will react to you. I think most women, a lot of women, get caught up in wanting to be consumable or liked by men, because I think a lot of women are taught from a very young age that your existence is adjacent to being with a man, you know. So I think just decentering men, centering your own identity, centering yourself, centering other women, you know, making it more important for you to be around women, to be pro women.
You know,
It's
like
not a
I don't-
competition. You're not in competition with any other girl besides yourself.
That kind of conversation,
Yeah, it's me versus me.
Anyone who loves another person would ever put them through the shit that you put me through. You know what I'm saying? Like, I really wish that I didn't ever meet you. I wish that I didn't ever have these feelings. I wish that I was never into you. Because it honestly feels like a curse. And I'm so tired. No, because how can you tell someone that you love them and then treat them the way that you treat them?